Hi, I'm Melody Kane, and this is my presentation on effective communication within a college setting. One of the best practices to keep in mind when collaborating with other faculty members or adults in the education field is to make sure that I'm using the correct communication channel. So to initially contact another faculty member, I need to keep in mind what the culture of my college is. It might be appropriate to send that other faculty member an email. Another way that might be appropriate and known as the norm in our college would be stopping into that person's office hours. It could be appropriate to meet over coffee or lunch if there's something of more significance that we need to get a little deeper into. Another best practice is to know my audience. So I want to keep in mind who I'm getting this collaboration together for. Who is my end goal? Is my end goal like a department head, or is my end goal my students? And what exactly am I needing to get together? Why are we collaborating? So keep that in mind. Another best practice is to clarify the topic. So if I'm getting ready to present to a group of college freshmen, maybe I even have a few students that are high school seniors that are taking this class, that would require a certain depth of information, whereas if I'm presenting to college juniors who are already a little ways into their major and they've taken a few college classes in this area, it would need to be more in depth. So thinking about what does that other faculty member bring to the table? Why are we better together than I would be on my own? Another best practice to keep in mind is practicing appropriate timing. So if this is something where we need to get our department together in preparation of a visit from a accrediting agency, this might be something that needs to happen months in advance so that we can be prepared for the information that we're collaborating on. If this is just getting together to get a guest speaker for my classroom, a couple of weeks notice might be an appropriate timing. So keeping in mind the appropriate timing. Why is it difficult to collaborate with other faculty members? One reason is that there's a difference in experience. So I came from the University of Wyoming, which is a very small university, and that had a certain culture to it. Then for my graduate school, I went to Grand Canyon University, and it had another culture to it. The people that I'm working with might have come from MIT or a tech-based school, and that has a completely other culture. So we need to keep that in mind when we're communicating. There might be different norms that we're used to experiencing in collaborating in groups. Another reason that it can be difficult in the college setting is because of cultural diversity. So it's excellent, and I'm so excited for the opportunity to work with people from different cultures and different backgrounds, and excited to learn from that. But that can create some challenges too, because what was normal in their country of origin or even their region of the United States might be different than what I'm used to in the state of Wyoming. And a third reason that it can be so difficult is because we have this habit of listening to respond instead of listening to hear or to understand. So it's good to keep in mind as we're collaborating that I need to be a good listener, and I can only be responsible for myself. So I want to be an active and respectful listener as I'm working with those other faculty members. There is a reason that I've called on them and that we're collaborating, because I trust them and I honor their experience. Another thing to keep in mind when we're communicating with other professionals at that college level is there might be a need for de-escalation. So when we bump into those things like cultural differences and we don't quite understand each other, maybe it feels like we're speaking different languages, it might help to keep in mind that golden rule. So treating others the way that I want to be treated. I always want to treat that other member with respect and to think about how I would feel if somebody was coming from that different background and maybe they're from a more feeling expressing culture than I am and they're used to expressing that in their communication. Another way to de-escalate a situation if it starts to feel like it's spiraling out of control is to remember to love my neighbor as myself. So I want to keep in mind that God loves me and he sees past my faults and where things are uncomfortable and maybe I'm not the best. So I want to give other people that same grace. Here are some of the references where some of these ideas have come from, and I hope that you are having a blessed day.